through arduous 7-game series to get to this point.
If you look at it, we just won a series without our two best people.
And he's looking for Donovan. Like, he want to swing it. He want to boomerang it back to Donovan. So that
6-9 game time for
Over the weekend for the Pistons, Allen was the hero in Game 7 over the 7-game series against Toronto. The home team in that series won every game, in which Cleveland eventually ran away in that third quarter to take over. Kick it out. Dean Wade getting another start. Now Mobley with 3 to shoot. Is going to drive. Can't finish. Allen attacking the glass. Mobley ends up with
everyone touching the basketball and crashing the offensive glass where they feel like they have an advantage.
And no surprise, Dean Wade, he is going to pick up Cade Cunningham 94 feet every time he brings the ball up.
Kenny Atkinson understood they had to make life as difficult as possible for Cade, who finds us.
There was some contact with Cade Cunningham. Exactly what happened there on that play, but you see on the other hand, Cade guarding Harden and Ausar Thompson up on Mitchell.
And a foul away from
great scorers in the game, one of the great passers as well.
Came over to Cleveland at the trade deadline from the Clippers and continued what was a stellar scoring season on the year at 23.6 points per game. He'll fire a 3, can't connect, rebound Mobley. But they only average 14.6 second chance points per game as Mitchell gets free and knocks down a 3.
And that's as you talked about, struggled in his last 5 games in that series, and he is going to have to be hot and effective here on the road for his Cavaliers.
When you don't see Ausar Thompson get lost like that too often, way too much space for Mitchell.
Tobias Harris.
Their muscles there as well.
But they only average 14.6 second chance points per game as Mitchell gets free and knocks down a 3.
And that Donovan Mitchell, as you talked about, struggled in his last 5 games in that series, and he is going to have to be hot and effective here on the road for his Cavaliers.
When you don't see Ausar Thompson get lost like that too often, way too much space for Mitchell.
Tobias Harris.
Point line prior to that game, only 19%, but right away, Detroit hunting the mismatch, and Tobias making them pay.
Talk about that second. Harden couldn't score, and Allen had it ripped from behind. Kenny Atkinson has told his shooters, just get it up there, we'll do the rest. And a miscommunication with Mitchell and Allen.
And built like a power forward.
That felt very 90s right there. That was very 90s NBA.
Well, NBC, we like the nostalgia.
Yeah, that we do. I think Kenny Atkinson was hoping for some nostalgia. He said we're going to play this game like it's the 80s. We're going to pack the paint. As Cunningham makes.
Cade Cunningham shooting it with so much confidence. Now 12 his last 19 from 3.
Shot nearly 40% from the outside in that first round series against Orlando.
Oh,
Mitchell, the patented move.
That windmill pickup is nasty. D. Wade had it, and certainly it's just been carried on with Donovan Mitchell.
And let's be clear, he meant Dwayne Wade.
That's right.
Getting Cunningham free, but
up from Durant, and so much talk about his lack of offense in that first round series. But J.B. Bickerstaff really liking the glass defensively and as a screen.
When I thought in Game 7, just getting an early roll, getting some offensive rebounds, really got into a rhythm, and that was by far his best performance.
Pinball's in the hands of Thompson. This is where he's dangerous in transition, but he'll wait for reinforcements. Thompson in that first round, 8.6 points, 8.7 rebounds per game. Here comes Cleveland, no real numbers. Mitchell doesn't care. He'll attack on Harris, and he'll float it short. Ausar Thompson, the defense speaks for itself. 16 steals and 16 blocks in the first round against Orlando. But as J.B. Bickerstaff says, he changes their offense. So does Duncan Robinson.
A little miscommunication there defensively, a late switch. Robinson makes him pay.
Mitchell can't respond. Energy back in the building here at Little Caesars Arena. Bounce it, Cunningham right at Allen. Hangs, no.
That's twice now where we've seen Jared Allen. Shots at the rim, that rim protection. He has impacted plays at the basket.
Mitchell open. And the rebound fought for take. So Cleveland, after the impressive start, 3 for 11 now from the floor and 1 of 3 from downtown. Duran right at Allen. Oh, had it engulfed. Mobley goes up for the block. Harris on the second chance is fouled. Jared Allen. So we've seen Kenny Atkinson be willing to go to a smaller lineup.
And Thompson much improved as a cutter, as an offensive rebounder, even as a facilitator. He has to find ways. If Mobley's going to play free safety, he's got to still find ways to be involved, which he did.
Detroit now with a 4-point cushion. The Pistons in that round one matchup with Orlando averages 102.4 points per game. Cleveland was up at 111.9 against an excellent Toronto defense. Again, the swim move, and again, the finish.
The audacity to make that move
Once again.
Oh, man.
How about, though, the inverted ball screen to get Asar Thompson off him? It's a different deal when you're going against Tobias Harris.
Cunningham fend off. Cunningham catch.
I've seen that throughout the playoffs. Cade Cunningham getting to his spots with ease.
Mobley had the first bucket of the game for Cleveland, but Mitchell with the last 7 points for the Cavs. Taken away by Robinson. Numbers with Harris running. Lob it towards him. Harris, the adjustment and finish.
Of your opponent, especially when you have a history of them. He got deep, guys. He said just because them chimed in, and Coach Atkinson said he was just happy that what they had to say lined up with the game plan that he came up with. But he said it helps tremendously just to
Question, and then on top of that, the extra layer is that Dennis Schroeder, now a part of the Cleveland Cavaliers. He was with the Pistons last year for that playoff run where they lost to the Knicks in 6 games in the first round. And so the added bonus of having maybe some extra institutional knowledge coming from Schroeder as Duren goes right at Allen with those couple of means Evan Mobley's back up off the bench. He's going to check in after the first free throw here from Duren.
With Evan Mobley at the 5, Cleveland really going to have to rebound on the defensive end of the floor.
Some more changes from Detroit as well. I'm along with Jenkins, Duren, Harris, and Thompson. Strus, Merrill, Harden, Mobley, and Wade are the 5 for Cleveland. 10 to shoot now for Harden. Finds Strus. Had a couple of really big moments in that third quarter in Game 7. Jenkins comes away with a rip. Beating Merrill to the basket. Jenkins flying in.
That defensive possession there is what J.B. Bickerstaff wants. Wants them to just, everything they do, be difficult on the offensive end of Cleveland.
Nice pass. Mobley bounce it. Can't hit the 3. And the long rebound tracked down by LeVert. 5 of 9 start for Detroit. 5 more shot attempts coming for Cleveland. They just haven't been effective. And Jenkins has.
After his performance in Game 7, had some struggles early in the Orlando series. Terrific start for Dennis Jenkins.
Harden. Merrill trying to free himself. Thompson is just denying Harden that basketball. And Mobley
that three-point shooting with greater confidence from 3 as of late. He's got to take advantage of that on the perimeter for Cleveland.
Duren peeks around, 12 to shoot. Back down right at Mobley, and Duren strong, couldn't finish it. Thompson nearly had the offensive. Jenkins remaining aggressive, too strong, but a foul.
I'd be heated about that.
Right, yeah. For Cleveland, Mitchell comes back on, and Dennis Schroeder on the floor for the first time against his posture against New York. Acquired at the trade deadline from Sacramento along with Keon Ellis. In return, DeAndre Hunter going out west. That's a deep ball for Mitchell. And it's taken it. Jenkins full head of steam. Kenny Atkinson says Schroeder changes games and series. Not that time.
Keeping Evan Mobley off balance.
Jenkins actually has 6 points. The 2 actually go to Stewart after Jenkins tried to take his free throw. Stewart did take them. And some sloppy offense
Of Detroit and their ability with the length on the perimeter to switch, just causing all kinds of confusion to this offensive execution.
And a little similar to some of the games we saw in the Toronto series where the offense is disjointed for Cleveland.
Cunningham's back on the floor. And Cunningham is butter.
Drop coverage. If you set a good screen, he can get that shot whenever he wants it.
Detroit 3 for 3 from 3. Schroeder in and out. Rebound, blinding athleticism and speed. LeVert back to him. Thompson inside, all alone. It's Stewart.
When you talk about great pass there inside to his buddy, B. Stu.
Well, they get that because of the pace he plays with. Take the defensive rebound and immediately putting pressure on the Cleveland defense.
Strus on the drive, and he can't bank it in. In Game 1, they are 0-3 in the playoff series. They lose Game 1. They are hoping that they can turn around what has been a tough start in this first quarter. Cunningham has shot it with confidence. Can't hit that. Schroeder will slow it down, wait for reinforcements, and he just threw it away. Thought Mobley was going to continue to the corner. Instead, Jenkins was right there. Now LeVert to the basket, can't finish. Batted around. And
Cleveland has got to do a better job. Fortunate there, but these turnovers have led to runouts and easy looks for Detroit.
Schroeder the attack, kicks, Strus caught. Can't hit the 3.
Basketball they have to play. The ball can't stick against this defense.
Jenkins cross. Step away. Looking for somebody. It's Duren. Much more aggressive offensively. And Duren.
Up Mobley, little jab, and let it fly from 15 feet.
Mobley can't respond from a three. Jenkins in transition. Trailer is Holland. He thought about it. Crowd wanted him to take it. Cunningham the cut. Cunningham thought he was hit. This is feeling much more similar to that Game 6 against Orlando in the second half, in which Detroit's defense dominated the Magic. 8 to shoot. Knocked away. Mobley recovers with 5 to work with. Got caught in the paint. Outside. It's Strus again. And this time he finds the option for the Pistons.
Well, and on top of that, the resource, that's a pretty large number.
Look at the discrepancy right now in free throw shooting. Cleveland has yet to get to the charity stripe. They're 3 of 9 from 3 and just 7 of 21 overall, trailing by 17. Schroeder puts the head down and he drops the contact right on.
National play. And obviously that change of pace, ability to turn the corner.
He's got to just get that thing to the painted area and make something happen.
Just provides that immediate spark when he comes off the bench. Off the screen, LeVert, Javonte Green now on the floor, already 10 deep for Detroit. Green will try. Can't hit. Long rebound to the outside for Cunningham. Cunningham in a crowd. Stops, pops, short. And it's off. Chance to hold for one here for Cleveland. Trailed by as many as 18. Can bring it to within 13 or 12. 10 seconds left. Mitchell looking to attack. Holland stays in front. Mitchell the spin. Mitchell gets the roll. Green working quickly. 1 second left. Flings it up. Puts it home.
Well, first of all, it's good to know Teal is still popular in the
It
league.
looks good, man.
And I feel like Tyler in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
And I'm here at LCA.
Boy, that's high praise.
That is.
There.
That's a different tier. Yeah. The Tyler tier. Cunningham the fend off. Couldn't finish. 3 fouls in the first quarter for Jared Allen. So the double big lineup now with Bryant out there, who was with Indiana last year in their road to the NBA Finals. Oh, the cross. Mitchell puts it home.
You get Asar Thompson off him, and now it's time to play against Javonte Green.
11 now for Donovan Mitchell, 10 for Cade Cunningham, who goes right back to work for... No, he can't finish it. And then Mobley.
Making things happen for the Cavs.
Schroeder, Bryant, Mobley, Jalen Tyson, and Mitchell are the 5. Schroeder escapes, shovel, and Bryant the finish.
And on the weak side, Cleveland really doesn't know what set they're in, and because Schroeder has that burst, he gets to the lane and makes the play.
Thompson, the athleticism. A flying, impressive beam of athleticism somehow finds the angle to get it back to 14. Schroeder right back to the rim, couldn't fit. Now Harris on the run. No numbers, they'll slow it down. Harris wants to go at Mobley. Tobias, the dance. Harris, the kick. Green, another 3. Doesn't go. Oh, Asar Thompson. He is always lurking. But the other way for Cleveland. Mitchell, cross, drive. Keeps the head up. Underneath. Mitchell in the paint. Good recovery defensively by Detroit. Mitchell on Cade. Knocked away by Thompson and a foul.
Around.
So Mobley sat for less than a minute in the first quarter. He's going to go to the bench here with James Harden coming back on the floor. Mitchell against Stewart. He'll pull the 3 and puts it down. Detroit took an 18-point lead in the first. Mitchell, Harden, Schroeder, Bryant, and Tyson stay out there. Thompson stays out for Detroit with 2 fouls. Stewart sets the screen for Cunningham. It's Thompson, extra, Stewart, the finish.
Thompson being active off the ball as a cutter. If they're going to load up, he can be active, find open areas, and make plays for himself or his teammates.
Meanwhile, Sam Merrill is questionable to return with a left hamstring injury. And
Defensively, every time Cleveland puts it on the floor, there is help. They can't be careless with the basketball.
it's over 3 minutes gone in the second. It's a foul against.
In a tough spot.
Cleveland 42% from the floor, 4 of 10 from 3. Harden inside. Bryant had it knocked away, but a foul. And if it's top series, averaged less than a point in the minutes that he did get shot. Just 1 for ever playoff series. But he was another key pickup with Schroeder from Sacramento at the deadline. And Kenny Atkinson was really pleasantly surprised when he first got to Cleveland how much he could do on both ends of the floor. Robinson gets free for three.
And Robbie, to get Robinson open, he makes him pay.
Strus the response. Water.
Sartek screws that screen is set. He wants to be to the ball, but maybe just overdid it just a little bit there.
I thought maybe he was trying to help Duncan Robinson in a potential isolation against Harden, and as you said, got exposed there by Strus.
Harris rebounds outside Robinson. Pump, fly by, three ball, no. Rebound Harris. Another opportunity here for Detroit. Harris against Bryant. Shimmy shake and the attack. Can't finish.
Good block out there by Strus, taking on Isaiah Stewart.
Now Harden against Robinson. Loves this matchup. The cross drive, and he's fouled.
In his first half.
J.B. Bickerstaff likely going to have to take him out with Harden now at the free throw line with the 3 fouls. As Cade Cunningham heads to the school years.
And this dude is still out here hooping. That's amazing.
He is such a high-level performer over the course of his career, but the playoff success is the last thing that he's looking for. 4th player ever to make the playoffs in his first 17 seasons. With John Stockton, Karl Malone, and Tony Parker, 2 of those 3 never won a title, with Stockton and Malone being the outliers. Jenkins short.
Percentages when he puts the ball on the floor from 3 plummet. So if you can do that, if you're Cleveland, run him off the line, make him put it on the floor.
Cleveland has battled back from 18 down. Harden looking to turn the corner. Got caught, triple team, Strus 3, no. Weak side rebound, fought for and fine. Thompson going right at Bryant, and he finds the angle for 2.
You got to meet that drive with some force.
They get Thompson off of Harden. Now it's Harris. Harden, the attack, lost it, and it's out of bounds.
Somehow was able to avoid a turnover there off Detroit.
Stewart sits, Duren back in. Mitchell's trying to check back in himself, and he said, wait till the next dead ball. Get it in, quick trigger, off the mark from Bryant. Second, Ellis. Bryant, Harden with 8 to shoot. 3 to work with. Harden against Thompson. Harden step back 3 is well short.
I said, what's it like knowing people hate being guarded by you? He said, it's great. He said his dad used to make him and his brother pick up full court all the time. Defense was so important to him. And he said Dennis Rodman was one of his favorite players, and that's who he models his defensive game after. So I think he's a pretty good hands from that.
Well, a good place to start your career if that's the case. It extends it back to 14. Harris following up that 30-point game 7 with 9 here in the first half. Harden has found it difficult to find his rhythm. 1 for 4 to start this game. 4 to shoot. Another tough 3. Well short. Thompson. Duren with possession. Triple team. And he's fouled by Bryant.
The others are getting involved offensively. Cade Cunningham relatively quiet this second quarter. Tyler, my former teammate, who asked me to personally give him a shout out, which I'm doing now.
Got it done, Lindsay. It's done.
So you guys
it happened.
You guys might not believe it, but I am a good teammate.
As players, but Detroit is right there as well. It's celebrating the guys that gave so much to this franchise.
And they're going to call this an over.
How about when your best player is picking up like that? You just don't see that all that often. He is a stud.
Jenkins trying to get it back out to Cunningham. It's Duren instead. Congested in that area. Jenkins patrols, shovels, and finish.
Patrolling that baseline. He shorts that action, makes himself available, and the pass is on time and on target.
It's an 8-0 Detroit run to get it back to 17. Bounce it outside. Harden will tee it up. Book it for 3.
And James Harden, that step back, which he struggled here early.
Harris back down. Loves this mid-post area. And he goes through the contact. Will get 2 free.
In there for 2 foul shots.
So now 3 fouls on Max Strus, 3 fouls on Jared Allen. in San Antonio last night. Prime Video Thursday, Game 2 of this series, 7 p.m. Eastern, followed by the Lakers and Thunder at Mar. Visit the NBA app. 15-point game, critical finish to this second quarter upcoming here. It's Ellis. It's a three.
Oh, man. In that first round, they throw him in here, hasn't played in 3 games, and he makes a big shot when Cleveland really was searching for offense.
Duran loses it, scooped up by Ellis. Got to show off the speed to the rim. Oh, an eraser! Came flying in for the block. Harris couldn't pay it off. Mobley with a... Approaching 3 minutes to play in the first half. Harden had a poke from behind. Out of bounds off Harris.
And that pretty much embodies Asar Thompson at his best.
He's feeling they're sagging off him, kind of daring him, and he makes him pay for doing just that.
I'll tell you what, Cleveland just hanging around here. They can make a little spurt to close this half. They feel good about themselves at halftime.
Especially considering Jared Allen hasn't played since 6 minutes in the first quarter.
On Jenkins. Mitchell off the screen from Mobley. And he was hoping Mobley was going to be in the pocket. Instead, Cunningham the other way. Cross. And the strength from Cunningham. Staff is trying to educate Dennis Jenkins on exactly what he did wrong on that last drive, telling him to play off 2 feet on a jump stop as opposed to trying to go straight through. There were so many great
job. What he basically took over a team that had struggled 2 years ago, and being able to connect with these guys, but still
Top of that, just kind of establishing the culture. He coached with an edge. This team plays with an edge. That they really are Detroit tough, and it starts with him.
Harden stopped. Bounce it. Mitchell couldn't get there. Harris does. Holland on the leak up. Running with Jenkins. And Holland banks it home.
And takes it right back.
And this is their game. I mean, during the regular season, second in the NBA, points off of turnovers, almost 22 a game. 20% of their offense comes in trade. Much easier to get out and fly, these Pistons.
Already 20 points off turnovers for Detroit. Mobley not that time. Cunningham, Jenkins, and Holland for Detroit. And a takeaway by Wade. Approaching 90 seconds to play in this first half. Does Cleveland have one more push before the break? Mitchell's been excellent with 14. Got caught in the air. Extra swing. Harden drive. And he off the contact.
Playing off closeouts, as you said, it's the toughest thing to guard in all of basketball.
Coming up on American Express at the half, Lakers and the defending champion Oklahoma City Thunder get set for the third quarter here. Trailing by as many as 18 so far in this first half. It's been a mostly steady double-digit advantage for the #1 seed in the East. Cunningham off the screen. Trying to get it to Holland. Slow it down, approaching a minute to play in the second. Harden 3. Rebound Harris. Up ahead Jenkins. Running with Cunningham. And Cunningham caught inside and intercepted. Ellis takes it away. Harden on the run. Jenkins with the hustle. Harden rips it back. Mitchell in the corner for Detroit.
I think that was a lot of chaos on both ends of the floor for both teams.
35 seconds left in the second. Cunningham had a block by Wade, but a foul is called. It'll be 3.
Cade Cunningham, one of the few open opportunities he got here.
So they'll get up to 22 free throw attempts in this first half compared to just 8 for the Cavaliers, who have shot it well, 8 of 21 from 3. May is cross Mitchell, extra pull, kick. Harden finds Ellis, 2 to shoot. Ellis has to force. Rebound into the hands of Harris. 3 seconds left. Harris on the scoop. Harris in a crowd. And Harris.
They have to screen better. They're not doing that stuff with pace. He said defensively, they are just at the rim more. We are not holding the ball and being just because of how suffocating the Detroit defense is. And he said most of it, but a lot of it is self-inflicted. We just have to be stronger all around.
Well, maybe one thing that could help this Cleveland offense is getting Jared Allen back up. But Allen only played 6 minutes in the first half because of the 3 early fouls and went scoreless after his 11th playoff double-double in Game 7.
They're going to go right at him. Cross screen here, and we'll see if they can get Jalen Duran with the matchup. That was a wild poke.
Harden off the screen. He'll pull. Can't hit. And rebound in 17 minutes of action. So they haven't relied on Duran scoring which they learned to play through the lack thereof in the first round series against Orlando, winning the final 3 games and out rebounding the Magic by hefty margin in those wins. Thompson, 1 to shoot. Robinson shooting practice, money.
That is awesome field for Asar Thompson. Shot clock winding down. Duren finding the best shooter on the floor.
Mobley back down, had it poked, and Harden just beat Cunningham to the basketball with 8 to shoot. Wade's left alone in the corner for 3.
On the floor to defend against Cade Cunningham. And see right now, he is denying him the entire length of the floor.
As of now, they say a long 2 from Duncan Robinson, so a 13-point game. 2 minutes into the third. Bounce, Wade couldn't get to it. Cunningham did. 5 on 4 if they hurry. Mitchell looking to attack. Lob it, and Allen was held by. They'll go back and likely upgrade that to a 3 as Mobley attacks right at Duren.
By James Harden, screening the help. And obviously Duren a little late there with the contest from the weak side.
Robinson, and it was knocked out of bounds. Nice hands there by Donovan. Now 4 of 5 from 3-point range here tonight. Robbie, you mentioned he didn't necessarily shoot it at his normal clip.
Because the standard is so high.
Yeah, 41% during the regular season this year as Duren lost it, got it back. He'll spin. Allen with a tough contest. Duren with a guy with 3 fouls.
Right now, Duncan Robinson with those 4 fouls, you got to attack him.
And they do with Wade. Shovel. Allen float. Wade tip in. Team that went to the conference finals or better in 03, 04, 05, 06, 07, and 08, 6 consecutive years. But really fell into some hard times over the last couple before last season as Cunningham.
And a great adjustment out of the timeout. Wade has been top blocking there on Cunningham. Nice little set, backdoor cut. Cunningham makes him pay.
Mobley gets.
They found the little short roll for Evan Mobley. Remember in the first half, a bit of a miscommunication if Mobley was going to pop or roll. It's been the short roll here, and he's gone and made plays.
Cleveland offense looking a lot more crisp than it did in the first half, and now forcing another turnover. Harden trying to keep it, and he couldn't save it in the third. Harden off the screen. Back outside Mobley. Just letting him go to work right now. Working against Cunningham. Outside Harden. 8 to work with. Trying to challenge Cunningham. Cunningham's going to win the battle with a steal. Scoop it up. Thompson can fly.
Great anticipation.
Even with the load he carries offensively, he still gets in a stance, he picks up, and he checks his man.
James Harden with over 5 turnovers per game in that first round series against turnovers here tonight in game 1 for the Beard. Hovering around 10. Cunningham spray it out. Get it right back. Oh, the 2-man game, and in the block from the throw. But a foul's going to.
In this league, Cade Cunningham doing it all on both ends.
Said that whatever it takes to win the game, he's willing to do. Defensively, offensively, whether it's sacrificing his scoring, passing ability, it permeates then through the rest of 48 minutes at times.
He said it was inspirational for the team, how hard he plays and what he gives on both ends.
Harden picks up the dribble. Strus back on the floor. As is Jalen Tyson with Mitchell and Allen going to the bench. Strus, 3-ball, got it.
Green, but really you're going off the flare. It's so hard to guard.
And as a shooter, I'm sure you love it.
I was waiting.
Well, that's all I could do. Okay, so of course.
You got to know your strength.
Well, I love that defensive action there. That's
Cunningham with a bullet feed. Duren. Well, Asar Thompson will see what he can do to get you excited about the defensive end. He'll inbound for Jenkins, who checked in for the first time in this second half. Cunningham will get his early rest. On the bounce, Thompson caught in the air. Robinson, quick trigger. Off the heel, rebound. Approaching the midway point of the third. Cleveland battling well, but Harden just can't find any semblance of rhythm. Turnover. Harris coast to coast. Scoring breakdown, 4 in double figures for Detroit. 4 of the 5 stars. The only one who hasn't gotten there is Duren, who's done some excellent work on the glass. Harden with 5 turnovers midway through this third quarter. Leave it for Mobley. Working against Thompson, and guess who won that? Thompson forced the turnover. Duren with position, had it stripped by Mobley.
Right now, just out of sorts offensively for Cleveland.
Get it back to Harden. Schroeder on the short roll. Try to get it out for Tyson.
Into these things. And another run out here for Detroit.
They've got 24 points off of turnovers. Robinson thought about it. 12 to shoot now for Jenkins. Harris calls for the screen. Strus trying to step up, bounce it inside. Duren against Mobley.
Defense just kicked up. And Cleveland, who was playing pretty well there, could not really find any opportunity. Too many turnovers, too many deflections there. Bad offense.
Ashley has more.
And Grant, with what you're saying, them coming back from down 3-1 against Orlando, you obviously don't want to be in that position, but that's when they really realized it. Their quiet confidence as the Cavs put 2 more on the board is...
Things started to fall apart. He's hoping that that early test actually puts them in a better position here in round 2. Now Thompson working against Tyson. Cunningham is doubled. It'll be one-on-one with Harden, and he likes the matchup. Cunningham, stop, fade, off the heel. Jenkins up high for the pull. 10 to work with. Thompson in the lane. Bounce it. Harris, drive, step away. Bullseye.
Harris loves to get hers, but the second chance opportunity. Jenkins on the board, continuing the possession.
And Cleveland find consistent offense without turning the basketball over. Not that.
Disparity. Cleveland just shooting themselves in the foot time and time again.
And yet, with 16 turnovers and 24 free throw attempts for Detroit, Cleveland's only down by 11 with 4 minutes left in the third. Jared Allen has barely played because of foul trouble. He's back out there along with Mitchell, who attacks, can't score. Up ahead for Thompson, going right into the chest of Strus, and he got the stop.
Moving his feet, not giving up an angle.
Thompson a little late to recover initially. Now Strus will drive, kick. Mitchell, the open man, on target.
Low against this Pistons defense.
I love the decision, too. Isaiah Stewart, one of the elite rim protectors looming. Touch the paint, draw him, and kick it for the open 3.
First points of the second half for Donovan Mitchell. Harris doesn't. They'll reset here. Tyson on Thompson. Cunningham guarded by Mitchell. Superstar versus superstar. 2 to shoot. Step away 3. And Tyson all over
the floor there, and that isolation there for Cade Cunningham.
Schroeder working on his former teammate Tobias Harris. Cross, drive, kick. Strus on the attack and finish.
Strus driving it, not to kick it, but to get to the chest of Isaiah Stewart and go up and score.
And a knockaway by Strus. It's a 6-point game. Schroeder makes it a 4-point game. Jalen Tyson's played 12 minutes. He's a +9 in a game that the Cavaliers trail by 4. Cunningham, sidestep, and somehow...
That was not an easy play.
18 now for Cade. Schroeder sneaks through. Strus corner. 3-ball goes.
Used to get paint touches, and Strus making himself available, continues with the hot shooting.
Strus has 8 in this third quarter. It is a 1-possession game. Robinson, logo shot. And it will sail out of bounds. Allen kick. Schroeder thought about it. Now he'll drive. And he lost it. Another turnover for Cleveland. Cunningham. Robinson. Good recovery by Schroeder defensively. Cross court. Knocked away by Tyson. 10 to shoot for the Pistons, who once led by 18, had a 17-point lead early in the quarter. Cleveland has battled all the way back despite the turnovers and major lopsided free throw discrepancy that's only going to get larger. Even the good calls, he's got an edge. Cunningham will get 3 free throws. 30 or more in the final 3 playoff games. First ever Piston to do that. First player since Steph Curry in points in Game 5. He went 14 of 14 at the free throw line and dueled basically 5. Allen on the outside, and a foul's going to be called. LeVert was...
It's happened to Cade on the same type of top lock situation.
In for Strus. 2-for-1 opportunity if they work quickly here. Mitchell collides with LeVert. Strus can't hit the 3. Cunningham with the game-high 21. 12 to shoot. 5 to work with. Cunningham. Change direction. Kick it out. Jenkins, good luck. Can't hit the fair board. Does Strus is loose in Detroit. 3.2 left in the third. Holland's going to get it off in time. And again, the Pistons. Surgery on a fractured left foot during the offseason. Came back, played down the stretch, finished with 12 games played as Robinson hits the deck away from the basketball. And then Schroeder gets into it a little bit with Holland. And he likes to use that force. And that can be really good, as Atkinson said. But there are moments that certainly them in the back and had some words after the fact. That's what eventually got him the tee. All goes away in the wash with the missed free throw from Cunningham. 10 to shoot now for Duren. Trying to free Robinson. The drive, the flow, the rare Thompson. Shovel it, Bryant three. In and out. Up to 19 off the bench in 20 minutes, we'll see. Mitchell likes this matchup. Robinson staying in front. Mitchell gets away. Schroeder tees it up and knocks it.
Mitchell, it wasn't there early on, but you stay with it, you get to the paint, you beat your matchup, and you spray it for three.
Harris's turn. Banks it home.
Advantage of the mismatch on Bryant. Big drive, nice finish off the glass.
Just over a minute gone in the fourth, and this feels like a sign of things to come in the series. This battle back and forth. 5 on the floor for Detroit. Harris, Duren, Robinson, Cunningham, and Holland. Harris working against Mitchell. Back down. Holland, another three. Not that time. And Mobley goes up.
Really good health there, and then you'll live with whatever the result is of the three from Holland.
Schroeder can't finish. Got his own rebound. Take it out. Way off. Long rebound. Mitchell. Bounce it inside. Bryant had it blocked. Holland the open man. And Holland is fouled.
Multiple efforts. Jalen Duren bailing him out with his D.
From the outside. So those two buckets, 6 points that come in really unexpected, almost found money type of plays. As Duren swallows up another offensive rebound. He's got 9 boards.
But not good enough from Evan Mobley on that free throw block out. Jalen Duren wanted it more, and that's the second time in this game where he has found Duncan Robinson all by himself for an open three.
Cavs had it within a possession. Just like that, it's back to 9.
They've done a little bit of everything. Their defense has led to offense. They've made threes. They've been on the offensive glass.
James Harden back on the floor. Schroeder sits. Harden with 5 turnovers here tonight. Cunningham looking to push this back to double digits. Robinson with 17 points. Into the paint. Floats it up. Floats it. Force played the 1 year at Memphis. In the final year of his rookie contract to be a restricted free agent Duren after this season. Robinson missing the free throw. Just only 6% on the season. Now with his most points in these playoffs up to 19. Thompson against Ellis, Wade, Mobley, Harden, and Mitchell. See if this group can find anything offensively. With Schroeder and Tyson help to ignite it along with Strus in that third and
The possession, we give credit to this Pistons D.
Cunningham off the screen from Robinson. Mitchell got the block. Scooped up by Jenkins. Robinson with a ton of confidence right now. Same with Jenkins, but he can't hit that time. To push it himself. Now they'll slow it down. 18 Cavalier turnovers have led to 29 Piston points. Just 11 Detroit turnovers for 14 Cavs points. Mitchell float, and Mitchell scored there.
That's a tough shot. You're not giving up an angle, and you're making Donovan Mitchell score that with a tough floater.
Dean Wade back out there for his defense on Cunningham, who bounces it for Stewart. Inside Thompson, outside Jenkins. And it's going to be 3 seconds called. What a chance for Cleveland as Strus checks back in. So Strus and Allen back on the floor. Harden, Mitchell, and Wade. Under 8 to play. Harden, deep shot. 8 to shoot for Spida. Off the screen. Mitchell with 4. Mitchell with 2. Mitchell floats it up. Couldn't bank it in. Tipped around. Allen claims the offensive board. Mitchell, a lot of contact. Knock away. 8 to shoot for Harden. And he's fouled on his way. 9 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists. With the 5 turnovers for Harden, who's 2 of 10 from the floor. Now 5 of 5 at the line. Take a look at the upcoming score at 8 p.m. The rest of the series, Grant, is TBD. For more on these games, please go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app.
Thank you for the emphasis.
Nearly 5 minutes gone here in the third. 7-point ball game. Robinson curls. Feeds. Dangerous one. Jenkins walking a tightrope with 4 to shoot. Step away 3. In and out. Rebound Allen. Possession game once more for Cleveland. Harden. Back down on Jenkins. Into the paint. Open man. Strus 3. Off the heel. Rebound. He'll drive. He'll float. And he gets the roll. In clutch time this year. Score within 5. 5 minutes or less to play. Detroit was 27-15. That was the best in the NBA in terms of total wins. 4th in win percentage. Cleveland forcing a turnover.
Cade Cunningham on the bench, giving him have to assume a short stint. Let him be at his best down the stretch for the Pistons.
Harden with 12 to shoot. Midway through this 4th quarter of game 1. Winner of game 1, best of 7, wins the series 75% of the time. And Harden
tonight to get by Duncan Robinson, but that time you got the blow by, and just like Grant said, it's the floater once again.
Harden up to 15, 6 and 7. 3-point game. Harris back down. Harris through Strus. Finds the opening, but he comes up short. Into 1 or tie the game. Harden for the tie. And he's fouled. There's 5:28 left in this 4th quarter, and the Pistons only have 1 timeout remaining the rest of the way. So, gentlemen said, do not challenge it. So it was a double whammy.
Well, we've seen
So Thompson will sit with the foul trouble here. 5:28 to play. Harden has tied. Cunningham back out there with Jenkins, Robinson, Duren, and Harris. Harden's got the last 9 points here. Cunningham comes up short in the 1st quarter. It's Harden. Screen from Strus. Harden turns the corner. Harden floats it up. Had it blocked by Duren.
and get a fingertip on that floater.
Cunningham in the paint. What a pass to Duren.
Is getting it done in Detroit.
Approaching 4.5 to play in game 1. Tyson floater. That's off the mark.
Good looks keep coming with the next guy. Great effort, great execution by the Detroit defense.
This is Cade Cunningham's domain. Shovel. Duren! An assist in the 4th. Harden the float game.
I mean, Cleveland, they're going to have to figure out how to stop Cunningham to Duren. I mean, 3 straight possessions, those 2 aligned and locked in.
Duren with 11 points and 11 boards. Jenkins the pull. It's blown.
And that's the Smith Jenkins, another confident look off that ball screen and into the pull-up.
Harden's up to 20. Mitchell's got 19. Trying to keep it in bounds. Robinson, tight defense. Mitchell the double cross. He got the contact and he floats it too strong.